Is Tesla your dream car? Have you been looking at it and you've been waiting for the opportunity to be able to afford one? Have you heard the rumors about all of its features and how efficient it is, and just users' experience with owning the car and just wanting to be involved in that Tesla world? In this video, I'm going to let you guys know about the best time to order the Tesla and to purchase it, but also the cheapest way, because that is one of the main things. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Let's go. What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the Gould's Gaming and Tech channel. Again, we have another Tesla topic. I try to give you guys the most relevant information that is the most useful, and this video is no different. Now, as always, if you guys are new to the channel, by the end of the video, if you enjoyed this content, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you're new or returning, make sure to hit that like button. It's definitely appreciated. It's the best way that I and YouTube know that you guys enjoy this kind of content. Now, I would be doing you guys a disservice if I did not mention the Tesla referral program. That is the first way to get a Tesla and to be able to afford it and put things in your favor. And the referral program has many perks, to include some of, but not limited to, things like free supercharging miles, a few months of full self-driving, and more. So the best way to do that and to sign up for that program is with the referral code below in the description. You can purchase your Tesla and it will give you 10,000 credits towards any of those perks that I just mentioned, and many more that are on that referral program. So if you decide to purchase your vehicle after watching this video, make sure to use that referral code. So one of the main things that you need to look for is to look for that interest rate that best suits you and your financial situation. As we all know, after the pandemic, the interest rates kind of skyrocketed. Now, the current vehicle I have now is about a 2% interest rate, and that's on my 2021 Tesla Model 3. I have to have a higher interest rate no matter what vehicle I decide to pick. So this next 2024 Tesla Model 3 Highland that I'm purchasing, that interest rate will be higher. So the best way to get the best interest rate for you is to make sure you see what interest rate that Tesla is offering, and then go to your bank that you already bank with, because having a bank to offer you an interest rate, if you have history with them, is the best route to go, because they will give you a little bit more leniency and leeway, and more inclined to give you a lower interest rate if you already have history with them. So see what your interest rate your bank is offering. Obviously that is dependent on your history and credit, but if your bank offers a lower interest rate than what Tesla offers, which is usually the case, you might want to go with that option. If you also want to wait to see if the interest rates go down, which is bound to do, you can do that as well. Now, the next thing on the list is pretty much a no-brainer as well. Make sure you're in a financial situation where you can afford a Tesla. Yes, you gain many perks from owning it, as far as not paying for the regular routine maintenance that most vehicles have. Supercharging is far less expensive than paying for gas, so just to make sure you're in a financial situation to pay for it. It may be your dream car, but if you can't afford your dream car, it's kind of pointless. So just make sure you're in a financial situation, whether you're thinking about leasing or loaning or paying cash for that vehicle, because there are a lot of fees that are associated with owning a car in general, but with Tesla as well. So make sure you're in a financial situation and you can break down those costs to make sure you get it at the best price. All right, next on the list, and one of the most important, is you want to purchase this car around the time where Q4 is about to end. Now, that's between October and December. Usually Tesla marks down the cost of their vehicles because they're trying to have that strong end of the year push. And if they get more orders in that time span, it will be better and more beneficial for their financial reporting that following quarter. So if you want to purchase a Tesla at a lower price than it is throughout the year, that Q4 between October and December, that's when Tesla is lowering the prices to try to get more people to buy the car. And also Q1, the beginning of Q1, the prices are still pretty much the same as Q4. And usually most manufacturers, they want to start the year off with a bang, so they usually try to keep those costs lower at the start of the new year to bring in more sales. So look for the end of Q4 and the beginning of Q1. Q1 is like between January and March. The next best timing to get a Tesla and to get it the cheapest way is to also look in Tesla's inventory. Their inventory vehicles are usually pre-owned vehicles. For the most part, they do have some newer ones in there, but they're usually pre-owned. They are at a reduced price because obviously the price went down since someone previously owned it. So the mileage is usually pretty good on those. Tesla has a pretty good inventory list of different types of vehicles, and you can pretty much search any type. And also the next thing on the list is check third-party websites. They do often sell Teslas on different websites. You don't always have to go to the Tesla website or go through Tesla to get a Tesla. You can go to third-party sites that sell cars, whether it be Carvana, so on and so forth. You can see what vehicles they have there. Now, the only thing with those is trying to find the exact configuration that you want. From my experience, you will pretty much find what you're looking for. Will there be a chance where you might have to compromise on something? Maybe you wanted the white seats, but the car you wanted has black seats instead. Yeah, that's something up to you if you decide to make that compromise or not, or the outside color of the car may be different than what you wanted, but it has the range and the interior and everything else that you wanted. So make sure to check third-party sites because they tend to be a little bit cheaper. Another thing to think about when you're trying to think about the best timing and cheapest way to get a Tesla is if you already own a car, whether it's paid off or not, shop around and see what the market is looking like for your particular vehicle. So if you decide to trade it in with Tesla, they're going to give you a set amount, and sometimes that set amount or that trade-in estimate with Tesla is pretty decent, but sometimes it's not. When you know or think your car is worth more than what it is, you can go to dealerships, try to sell your vehicle privately, and there's many other options that you can do to try to get the most out of your trade-in to help put more money down towards your new vehicle. Privately is probably the best bet because you can pretty much market at what you want. Obviously, you have to be reasonable. Dealerships are pretty much going to offer you a semi-decent price. Tesla might be a little bit better, but selling privately is probably the best bet. But if you decide to trade it, your best bet will probably be through Tesla. Another thing to take note of is when they are offering that tax credit. Now, unfortunately for me, the tax credit ran out by the time I ordered my new 2024 Tesla Model 3. Even though it is the beginning of the year, that tax credit is not available for the Model 3 that I'm purchasing. Right now, it is only available for the Model X and the Model Y. So if you are interested in those vehicles, make sure to read the fine print on which vehicles are getting that tax credit at what time, because unfortunately, I wasn't able to get it, but it's about $7,500 or up to $7,500 for particular builds and models. If the vehicle that you want applies for that, make sure to do the research. Another best practice to kind of keep in mind when you're trying to purchase a Tesla and to get it at the right timing for the cheapest price is to consistently monitor the Tesla website. Now, Tesla periodically lowers, and yes, sometimes they do raise the price of their vehicles, but sporadically, sometimes Tesla does lower the price of their vehicles, and that depends on a multitude of things, whether it be how the stock market is doing, how well they're selling their vehicles, so on and so forth. So continuously monitoring the Tesla website for your vehicle that you're interested in particular. I've had an experience where Tesla lowered the price of certain models about $3,000 to $5,000 in a span of about 4 to 5 months, and that was in 2021. So that is a common trend with Tesla. Their prices aren't set by any means. They can adjust them accordingly throughout the year whenever they decide to do so. So if you're waiting on a particular price, make sure to just monitor that website. Now, the last thing to take note of for the best timing is when you hear rumors or you see news about Tesla launching a new vehicle or a refresh. If you are not interested in the new vehicle, but you are completely fine with the previous model, make sure to keep your ear to the ground, because then the previous models, they will be at a reduced price. All right, you guys, so I hope this information was helpful. Again, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop the like if you're new or returning, and if you're new, hit that subscribe button. And if you'd like to become a member, make sure to hit that join channel button down below, or if you want to give a special thanks to the channel, that option is down below as well. As always, thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.